Hello there, beautiful people. Story time. I've been following up Shanquella's story in regards to friends and fake friends. People, listen. When this thing happens to you, listen, I don't know even where to start from, but when you get the signs, learn from them and don't forgive. I had to learn the hard way, not to take people's shit, not to forgive, you know? Like, I don't give people more chances. I give only one chance, and that's it. You know? What happened to Shanquella almost happened to me. Actually, it happened to me. But I was so lucky that someone jumped in and saved my life. Hey, people, don't play. Don't play. It's very serious. People are very wicked. People are very wretched. Yeah. I used to be this friend who used to forgive over and over and over again. I could give several chances to a person. And I think I was taken for a ride sometimes, like a doormat or something like that. So this is what happened to me. I had this friend, a friend I helped. I helped from the mud, from the dirt. By the time I met this friend, ex, she was almost committing suicide. She had lost it all at that time. She didn't have nothing. So I was there for her. I helped her. I told her, don't worry, make my food your food, make my home your home. I opened my doors up to her. I was warned by, first of all, my ex-husband, who told me, avoid this kind of people. You don't know what is really going on in their lives. My friends warned. So yeah, my friends warned me not to help her, But I was like, she was in great need. She was, in the beginning, I sort of like, I didn't want to come close because I don't want any trouble. I was also a single mom at that time. I was going through a lot. So I tried to avoid her. But then because she was down, I felt like it was inhuman for me not to lend a hand, yet I can. So I helped her. I made a decision to help her. So anyways, I was there for her. I helped her. I connected her to people who needed to help her. And then whenever I was in trouble, in mud water, this girl left me out in the cold. There was a time this girl left me homeless with my children. There was a time this girl had 10 opportunities. And I just needed one to help save my children from the cold weather. This girl refused to help me. Mind you, this is the girl I was warned not to help, but I chose to go against everyone else's warnings and helped her. Yeah. So anyways, long story short, one day I was she was I consider her my friend, and I was very stupid to give her chance after chance after chance. This girl wronged me time and time and time. I think I was very naive at that time because there's so many people I gave chances to who took a piece out of my kindness and out of my good heart. Never again. I had to learn the hard way. So anyways, this story, like Shanquella's, this is what happened. So one day this girl calls me. She's like, oh, there is this party. Would you like to come? This and this and this. I was like, okay. I got someone to babysit for me, my children. And then I went with her to the party. By the time I got there, this girl was drunk. So anyways, I didn't care. Normally she would. Yeah. So yeah, I found her drunk. Normally she's into white people, white men. She doesn't really date black men. So anyways, at this party I was surprised to see that this girl was fighting for a stranger she didn't even know. Mind you, this guy was married and he had maybe a girlfriend around there. So they got into it. So when the party got finished, I went outside and I was going to go home to my children. In fact, I had ordered for a taxi. The taxi had come and I was going to get into my taxi when I heard disturbing noises from the opposite side where my friend went. But remember, she's a single mom, Okay, she was a single mom, but she was seeing someone. So when the noises came up, and they were very loud noises, I was like, what's happening there? I saw my friend going into that direction. And because of the good friend that I am, I couldn't let my friend, because So anyways, yeah, because of the good friend I was like, okay, I came here because of this girl and she's very drunk. What will I say in case anything happened to her? So I let my taxi go and I went opposite to help her. And I found out that she was starting a fight. They're already in a fight with someone else. You know, the owner of the man or something like that. They were in a fight already. So she was insisting on following this person, the owner of the man, to their house for the after party. But remember, it's 3 o'clock, you know? So I was like, you know what? Your children are waiting for you. Let's go. Because me, I knew I had a babysitter back home. So I needed to go home, you know. And she was insisting and she was drunk. And the person she calls her friend, the one she considers to be her friend, was the one pushing her to go for the after party. Because he had other interests. You know, these men who always have hidden. Well, what I didn't tell you is her friend was a male. And this person wasn't a good influence on her. Like, he was the one, she knew she was intoxicated, she was drunk, but he was the one pushing her to make funny decisions during that time, you know? So I told her, please now, let's go, eh? But she kept on saying that she wants to go now, she wants to follow them to the after party, this and this and this. I was like, you know what? If anything happens to this girl, I will not forgive myself. I put it upon myself to give up everything in that time and follow this girl just to make sure she was okay. People, I followed this girl. When we got there, she started fondling around with a guy in front of this girl. Of course, it's gonna cause some troubles, you know. So, anyways, while I was there, something of mine dropped. It went missing. So I was like, who has taken my thing? Have you seen my thing? This and this and this and this, you know. And then this friend of hers, eventually, when the thing got found, someone brought it to me later on. He came on to me saying that, oh, you are accusing us of stealing your thing, this and this. I'm like, but I didn't have it. It has just come back now, you know. He's like, oh, this and this, this and this. So, but before I knew it, he had punched me. And when he punched me, I fell in the sofa like this. And he got in the sofa and started pressing me so hard. Mind you, this has never happened to me. You know, I called for help. I'm like, please help me, please. But before all that happened, I was somewhere in the kitchen and this girl was playing with the husband or the boyfriend, was planning on pouring hot water on her. And I was begging her not to, you know. And the friend to that girl, I swear, friends are fake. One of the friends to that girl was saying, I like this and this is funny, this and this. Why would it be? Mind you, this her friend, the one she considers her best friend. Yeah, not my friend, but the other girl whose boyfriend was stealing, they were snatching. That one, the friend came and while the other one was preparing hot water to pour on my friend, I told her, please, it hasn't gotten to this now. Please, I was calming her down. Eh? So, this one, the one who she considers to be her friend, the one boiling water, was laughing about the whole situation, saying, oh my God, I've loved this girl. She was saying that she has loved my friend. But this is your friend. How can you say you've loved my friend and yet my friend is the one causing the whole problem, the whole situation for your friend, and yet you're laughing, smilingly saying that you've loved the other one? Ha! People, I looked at this girl, but I knew this was deadly. It wasn't going to end well. I was like, oh my God, I think I need to find my way out of this place. But I couldn't leave my friend in that situation. People, I stayed for my friend. So, I was looking at this girl like, which kind of friend are you, you know? Why would you be... This other girl is stealing your friend's boyfriend and you're laughing. You're smiling that you like the other friend because of what she's doing. People, mind your friends, eh? Mind people you call your friends. I'm telling you. Anyway, this was just the beginning, tip of the iceberg. The real thing had not yet begun. So anyway, before I knew it, remember I had announced my passes something had gotten lost. So they brought it back to me while I was there. And then this guy, the friend, in fact, I think I should call him the best friend to my friend. I thought I was her best friend, but he was her male friend. But do you know these male friends, male versions of men who want to use other men through women to get money, to get stuff from other men, you know, by using these women, like by using your friend, female friend, to get something from another man. So this was the kind of friend she had, you know. Yeah, so before I knew it, he punched me. I fell into the sofa. Yeah, I'm connecting from where we left off. Punched me. I fell into the sofa. He came on to me. Remember, he's a man. But remember, the whole time, I got to realize when I was on the sofa, that the whole time this guy didn't want me to follow them because I was putting reason into my friend's head. I was begging her. I was following her. I wouldn't let her make bad decisions because I was there. So this guy wasn't happy. The male friend to my friend, wasn't happy that I followed them to that location. I insisted. I let my taxi go to follow my friend to make sure she was okay. She was safe because she was drunk. So anyways, this guy puts me down. He's onto me, holding me so tight, squeezing me. I was screaming. I couldn't move. I felt like I was losing my breath because this has never happened to me my entire life. So I'm telling you these stories because I'm going to be telling you stories. Probably I'll even write about them because a lot has happened in my life. And I feel like it should be a learning piece for other people who don't know. You know, by the time someone says enough, my dear, my children are my best friend, my father. Those are the most important people in my life. Nothing else, you know. I quit. I have friends. I will not say I don't. Nobody doesn't have friends. But I have responsible friends who don't call me every day. Who don't, like, you don't have to be on my phone ringing every day for you to be my friend. No, I have responsible friends now. You know? Yes, a traitor, pretend I'll sneak in once in a while, but I cater for my children mostly now. All my attention is on my children. My father checks on me every day. That's okay. That's the non-pretentious friend I don't have. Oh, while I was there, that's when I realized that this guy didn't want me to follow them the whole time. So he inflicted so much pain on my body. I was in shock. My body was in shock. I'm telling you. I have a few people who know about this story anyway. So, my body was in shock. I was so scared at that time. But mind you, at that time, it's about 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. So, while I was down there, I'm in shock. I'm like, please help me. Get off me. Get off me. People, while I was there, I was turning my head like this. And at that party, there was my, while I'm abroad, I got to know that I have a family abroad, anyway, distant family. So they introduced me to one guy who was also my family, but this guy liked me before all this came up, and he confessed to me that he will not accept that he's my family, because he liked me. But the whole time, I'm not interested. I don't have interest at all, zero, nada, in this guy, because he's not my type. No, he's not my type. So during that party, he was present. He was the closest thing I had to family. But guess what, people? While this guy was inflicting pain on me, turning around, I'm in the chair, calling for help. When I turned my head like this, it's like I was unconscious or something. But I wasn't drunk. But I was in the state of shock. I cannot say consciousness because my mind was working fine, but I was in shock. So turning my head around, I see this guy who is supposed to be family. Yes, he's a guy who liked me before I rejected very well. Yes, so the whole time, turning my head like this, I see this guy having a phone recording the whole incident. But why on earth would a human being sit when a helpless woman is being attacked? I was a woman. I have children at home, and he knew I was a single mom. This guy sat down instead of getting up to come and help, at least take the guy off me. This guy sat down and took out his phone to record what was going on. So meaning I could have lost my life there on camera while someone is busy comfortably recording, just recording instead of saving someone's life. So this is someone who could easily call my auntie and say, hey, this has happened to Fiona. Like, and my auntie could call my father. Huh? This is the person who could... people, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. People you call your friends, people you think you know, are not your friends. People are just waiting for a time for you to be in danger, only for them to record something that, oh, I was there when she was passing. I was there when she was dying. On that day, I gave up on friends. I stopped. My children, my father. Period. Period. Point blank. This guy comfortably sat and was recording instead of saving. Y'all would be there wondering, where is the other friend? The friend I crossed the ocean for. I left the taxi to go save my friend. Crossed the ocean. It was late in the night. I didn't know where I was going, but I was following just to make sure she was safe, remember? So you should all be asking wherever you are, where was she at that point in time when her friend was attacking me, was on top of me, squeezing the life out of my body? Well, I didn't know where she was. She was very quiet. I didn't even hear her voice, not even once, saying, stop. Not even once. People, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. People you call your friends cannot even cross an ocean for you. People, mind where you are and with whom you are with. Wake up. Mind who you call your friend. Mind whose company you're in. Mind who calls you. Let's go out and party. We are no longer children. I enjoy, from that time, I enjoy my own company. In fact, you can ask around. I don't call because, like, I'm busy with my children. I'm busy taking care of those who are going to take care of me when I need them. People, this girl did not even, I did not hear her voice, not even once, not even twice, not. But mind you, someone is busy recording. Someone who knows I have children to take care of at home instead of coming to save me. You know? So, what was he gaining from that instead of saving a person? Do they want dead people? Dead? Like I was saying, I was willing to cross the ocean for this girl. I called my friend at that time. But when her friend was choking the living life out of my body, wanting to leave my children motherless, fatherless, call it whatever you want. Mind you, this is the girl I saved who wanted to murder herself, who didn't have nothing. I went against everyone's advice to help her. I'm in this situation because of her, because I followed her to save her and to be there for her, to make sure she is safe so she can return back to her children. But when her friend was choking the living life out of my body, this girl was quiet as a mute. She was silent. She was there watching the whole thing quietly. People, I had to learn. I learned the hard way. I had to learn the very, 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 rest in peace, Shanquella, but this would have been me. How many years back? This was 3 or 2 years ago. My daughter has just reminded me. Yeah, 3 or 2 years ago, people. This would have been Shanquella. This would have been me. This would have been me. Mind the people you call friends. Mind the people who are closest to you. People, check them. Check your circles very well. I could have lost my life that night. And the person who could easily have saved me was busy holding a camera recording. For what? I don't know. Instead of saving me. I was just a woman with a man on top of me choking the living life out of my body. Out of jealousy because I followed them to make sure my friend was safe. Yes. So, mind who you call friends. The story hasn't ended. But I'm telling you, people, mind who you call your friend. So like I was saying, I had to learn. I had to learn to enjoy my own company. I had to learn. I learned very well. So, like I was telling you earlier, where was this girl I crossed the ocean for? Where was she the whole time she was there watching, enjoying everything quietly? Not even a word came out of her. Please stop. Please stop. Don't touch her. Hey, people. People, wake up. Wake up. Learn to enjoy your company. From that time, I learned to enjoy I travel with my children everywhere I go. Family, I have 1 or 2 friends, 3 friends. That is enough for me. I don't need a whole pack. As long as you're good to me, I'm okay. I have my God. That is enough. So, anyways, the whole time, this girl is standing there, quiet as a mule. I didn't even know she was in a room. I was here. Yeah, so she was there standing, quiet, until I started saying, because no one was coming to my rescue, people. I was there laying. This guy was choking the living life out of me. I was there laying down, and this guy kept on saying, I don't remember. I cannot even lie that I remember, because I was in a state of shock. I don't remember, but he was saying some things. So while I was there, my friend is not saying anything. So that's when I saw the other guy recording, I saw no one is coming to my rescue. That's when my mind sent it to me. Look for your phone. Ask for your phone so you can call the police. I'm like, I'm going to call the police. Actually, no. Yes, when I mentioned the police, he got off me at first. So I looked for my purse and I got my phone. I said, I'm calling the police. I am calling the police. When I said I'm calling the police, people, guess what? I got to know my friend was in the room after I said, I'm calling the police. That's when she jumped from wherever she was coming from. I don't know which direction she came from. And she snatched my phone out of me because I was pressing the number to call the police to come to my rescue. My friend jumped. I don't know. I cannot say she came from the east, the west, or the north. But well, she jumped. She jumped and took my phone off me because I was trying to call the police to come and help me. Hey, people. This is the girl I crossed the ocean for. This is the girl I went against everyone's advice to help. This is the girl I've encouraged to go back to school and get an education for herself. This is the girl everyone warned me against. So yeah, like I was saying, this is the girl. She kept quiet while her friend was sucking the living life out of me. She only jumped. Her presence, I noticed her presence only when I mentioned the police. That's when she jumped and took my phone out of my hand and ran with it. So, I don't know whether this was premeditated. I don't know whether this was planned, because I don't understand how my friend, first of all, couldn't come to my rescue. The friend I followed to make sure she was safe. And the whole time I thought she was drunk. Any drunk person wouldn't realize that I said, I'm going to call the police. You know? And the way she jumped to snatch the phone, meaning that she jumped to take the lifeline out of my hands. This was the only lifeline I had in my hands. There's a police report now. So, anyways, so how I survived it was when she ran with the phone, this guy, the friend, jumped onto me again and put me down, and this time compressed me really hard. I was screaming, and the recorder was busy. They're still recording. Yes, the guy who knows my auntie, who can call my auntie to call my family, he was still there busy recording. Yes. People want dead people. People want dead bodies. He was a man. He could have stood up and come to save me. Anyways, while I was there screaming and crying, I was like, I'm going to call the police when I get up from here. I'm going to call the police no matter when. I'm going to call them and report all people. I'm gonna report all of you. So, while I was there, the guy, the boyfriend, the one who was the beginning of all this, the genesis of all this, whom they were fighting for, is the one who came to my rescue. He came and pulled this Yeah, so the guy came, the one they were fighting for the whole time. He came and pulled this guy off me. Sir, wherever you are, may God bless you. Because it's you who saved my life. It's you. If you had not done that, maybe I would be Shanquella today. I would not have left that room alive. But anyways, just like you know how God plans everything, I swear it's God. God and that boy. God used that boy to come and save my life. While I was there, wherever my friend ran with my phone, she got into a fight with the girl, the owner of the guy. They got into a fight. They started beating themselves, running out in the house, up and down, throwing shoes. I saw people running. Even this guy got off me to go save his friend. Because remember, he's the one who was on top of me. Yeah, so he ran because the friend was being beaten. He ran to save her. So well, all this happened really, really fast. Mind you, 1 minute I'm down. The other minute, the other girl who ran with my phone is being attacked. I see shoes flying everywhere. This guy, the friend who was on top of me, had to run to save the other friend who was being beaten. Remember? So, when this guy pulled him off me, he ran. Another fight broke up between the women. So shoes were flying, insults were being given. My so-called fake friend was telling the other girl she was snatching the guy from how she's going to bewitch her, how she's uneducated, blah, 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 how she has taken her pubic hair. That is when I knew I had been in the wrong company this whole time. Because why would you tell a woman you're snatching a man from that you're going to bewitch her, voodoo her, this and this, you've taken her pubic hair? Which kind of human being are you? I didn't know this was my friend this whole time. People can pretend so much. People work. So, I'm still telling you the story. It's so long, but I've tried to cut bits and pieces out so you can know. Anyways, so while I'm there in shock, my body is aching. My body is red because you see my complexion. If someone puts pressure, I have videos and pictures of this. I took pictures when I go home. When I was showering, they took pictures of me as well at the hospital. So, mind you, my body is in shock. I can't believe what's happened to me. It has never happened to me ever in my life. Ever in my life. So I'm seated there. The fight is going on. These people are insulting each other. Shoes are flying everywhere. Spices are flying everywhere. Insults. They're running after each other on the streets. The whole flock in the house is following them, trying to save them from, the fight and all that. They were beating each other up. Anyways, so while I was there, mind you, the recorder also followed. I don't know whether he stopped. I don't know whether the recorder continued recording or he stopped there at me. This guy, I think he was vengeful because I refused to date him. He wasn't my class. He wasn't my type. I'm sorry. I cannot say someone on the other side, but everybody has a type. I have the love of my life in my life. Nobody can take that one away. Anyways, back to the story. So, that whole time, I'm seated there in shock. Tears are just rolling down my face. I can't believe what's happened to me. I can't believe my father could have received a phone call that morning that their daughter has passed away. Ha! People. Fake friends, eh? Fake friends. Be mindful of who you call your friend. Be mindful of whose company you're in. Some people are rounding you up just to get you. Some people whom you call your friends are waiting for that moment. That compromising moment to either kill you or put harm on your body or to, record you while harm is being inflicted. Are you humans? Do you have hearts? Do you have hearts? Even a bystander, even a stranger, you find a stranger being beaten and you cannot just stand there. At least you call the police or you scream for help. That is what humanity is. People don't have hearts anymore. That was the end of me and friendships. Nobody can live in this world without friends. But I think my God is okay. I'm done. I'm done. And friends have done enough to me. They've hurt my life enough. My heart was very soft, fragile, give so many chances whenever someone hurts me. Mind you, I'm seated there. Tears are coming through my eyes, imagining what news my father could have received that morning. Thinking about my children who, because remember, I sacrificed my taxi to come and save. I was going back to my children, but instead I chose to come and save my friend because I knew she was in trouble. My children were okay at home, but I knew I had to come and save my friend who was in trouble. You know, she was intoxicated under the influence of a man friend who is greedy, wanting other men's money. Yeah, shame on you, man. Shame on you. What you did was not okay. Anyways, tears are rolling down my eyes. What I did, I just went, found my purse, found my phone. And then because the phone was dropped there when the other fight broke up, you know, they ran off. So I got my phone and ordered for a taxi to come and take me home without anyone like noticing, because everyone had. So, yeah, tears are rolling down my eyes, imagining what could have happened. I'm like, thank you, God. But I couldn't stop crying. So the taxi came. I collected my shoes, got my purse, got my phone. Nobody saw me leave. I walked out because there was already a commotion somewhere else. They're fighting the other girl I went to save. So I got out, got my stuff, and went into the taxi. I sat in that taxi crying the whole way home. The taxi guy was just watching me. He didn't know what was going on. I cried my way home. I got home. The person who was babysitting my children was like, what happened? I've been waiting for you since 3 o'clock. Why didn't you come back? I explained. I asked this person to take pictures of me. My body was in total pain. I was in so much pain. I didn't know what had happened to my body. I couldn't shower myself. This person who was babysitting my children helped me shower. They helped me move, and I couldn't even go to bed because I couldn't climb the bed. I slept down. They covered me from there, and then they went. The following morning, I had to go to the police to report this, because my whole body was no. I think it was it the morning after? Yeah, in the evening, I think, yeah, because I waited for my friend to call me and say, hey, listen, Fee, this was a whole mix-up. We were drunk. I'm so sorry. We apologize. Please forgive us. Nothing like that ever came. Not even a call of sorry ever came to my phone, people. So, watch who you call your friends, because they plan things behind your back. So, I waited for the phone call. It never came. I could have forgiven her again, stupid me. I would have forgiven them. I would have if they had apologized, you know. So anyways, I went to the police because I knew I needed to report this just in case I passed away, because my body was aching me in a very funny way. I had never received such pain my entire life. So I needed to go and report what had happened in case I passed away in my bed. So I went to the police. I reported what had happened. So the police asked for my friend's details and everything. They asked me if they can make arrests. I told them I'm just making a report just in case of anything. I don't want you to arrest my friend because she has children. Even when she had inflicted a lot of pain, caused a lot of emotional pain and physical pain to me, I still protected her. That is called humanity. That is called a heart. Maybe call it. So yeah, while I was at the police, I spoke to that nice lady. She told me, what you're going to do now, you're going to go to the hospital because we need to confirm this and put it in your report. People, I went to the hospital. They checked my whole body. They checked me everywhere, and they discovered that my body went into shock since that time. Remember when I told you I didn't feel, I couldn't understand exactly, I lost, I went into shock. I knew I had gone into shock. But for my body aching like that, I don't know. And you can easily die from shock. You can die from shock. I had bruises on my body. My body was red from someone manhandling me. People, watch who you call friends. I stopped on that day. And I knew my children needed me. So, my dear, my children will bury me. If nobody buries me, if my father is far away to bury me or my brother, Yeah, so they checked me in the hospital. They found that my body went into shock. They took pictures, they gave me medicine to resuscitate my body. Anyways, long story short, I came back home. My other friends called. They're like, yeah, you did the right thing. You're even very kind not to arrest them, this and this and this. The police called me again asking if I can get them arrested. I was like, no, I just wanted to make a report. And that is it. Because I don't want to bring harm onto those children who need their mother. My friend betrayed me in the worst kind of way. When I had chosen to cross the road, I made a decision to postpone going back home to my children, to go and save her, because it was a night. It was night time and she was drunk and she had children to go back to. I wanted to make sure she was safe and okay to go back home. The moral of this story is watch who you call friends. People learn to enjoy your own company. When you die, it's your family who stay in this pain forever. Like you see in Shanquella's story. After her friends did what they did, they ran back and made up stories. This is exactly what happened to me. Weeks after this happened, I'm trying to get over what has happened to me. This girl met someone who was interested in me, someone who really liked me a lot, and told lies to this guy. Told lies because she wanted this guy to hate me because she was interested in the guy. How do I know that she was interested in guy? She approached him when the guy started showing interest in me, and she told him that she liked him as well. The guy told me immediately, and I saw the whole thing. While she was telling these lies to this guy, she told him, Fiona always gets over those things quickly and she always comes back to me. Let's wait, not even a full year will pass by without her coming back to me. Ha ha! I would be stupid. Idiot. You put my life at risk? See, people, this is why I'm saying, don't give people so many chances. They take a piece out of your mercy, out of your heart, out of your kindness. This stupid idiot went ahead to make lies up upon what happened when she was quietly watching while her friend was choking the living life out of my body. And she started making lies to the guy who liked me. And then after that, she was telling him how I'll look for her. Like, this has always happened. We fall out and I forgive her. And we get back together, that I'll look for her again. You bitch, almost cost me my life. You almost cost me my life that night because I was coming to save yours. And you tell this guy how I will forgive you, this always happens. Baby, watch. Baby, watch. No. You don't even deserve baby. Bitch, watch. Watch the space. Wait till you die, because never. I'm wiser. What you did to me opened my eyes. I'll never be the same person again. It will be a cold day in hell before another friend, fake friend, comes close to me again to do such bullshit to me. Never again. You took a piece. I forgave you so many times over things you did to me. And you took it for granted. You took a piece out of my kindness, out of my mercy and forgiveness to you. May God punish you. May God punish you. You almost made my children orphans. So, in Shanquella's story, she's not alive to tell the story. She's not alive to tell her own part of the story. She's not alive to say the truth. She's not alive to speak her own truth of what exactly happened. But I am alive, and I'm grateful to God that I have survived, and I'm alive today to tell the story of what happened. Because the bitch woke up one day, met this guy who liked me and started telling lies on me. After everything she did. Bitch, you're crazy. You're crazy. You put my life at the worst risk ever. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Which kind of people are you? People, watch out for your friends. Those people you call your friends, they're always waiting for you to be in compromising situations. In fact, I think they'll be happy if you die. Your worst enemy Those you normally call your friends, best friends, are normally rooting for your worst. They're always rooting for your failure. They're always rooting to watch you go through your worst. Catch you in compromising situations. Watch out for who you call your friends. Watch out for places you go to with the people you call your friends, because I've seen so many stories of where people end up with friends, going out with friends, and end up losing their lives because and friends are there watching their friends lose their lives and they don't do anything to save them. This is what happened to me. This is what happened to Shanquella. I am lucky today to tell my side of the story. I am lucky today to tell my truth. Shanquella did not come out alive. So this should be a story. I mean, this should be a warning to all of us, to our children, to our other friends, to people out there. This should be a warning. Sit your children down, tell them the truth, the reality. The world has changed. Long ago, our forefathers told us that they kept a friend, one or two friends, for life. For life. And this friend knew everything and each about them, to a point that when they were dying, they could leave their will to this friend to keep it. And this friend would keep it, guard it jealously, and bring it out only when their friend dies, when it's necessary. But today, friendships are fake. People are pretending. People are jealous. People are bloated in their hearts. They act like they're your friends, and yet they're not your friends. So how do you protect yourself? I pray, and I keep to myself and my children and my family, and that's it. I have a few friends, like I said, but only responsible friends. But it's God who helps. It's God who guides. It's God who protects. God protected me this night. This girl was standing there watching the whole thing, watching while the other guy was recording, while her friend was on top of me, sucking the living life out of me. People, wake up. Wake up. My daughter is very friendly. I sit her down and I talk to her. I tell her, because naturally I'm like that. I love people, but now I love people from afar. I love you from over there. Over there. I don't want nobody to make me leave my children orphans. I don't want this heart of mine I have, this beautiful heart, fragile heart of mine, to cross oceans for people who are going to put me in situations where I may lose my life. I stopped moving around in banks, in chunks, in friends, following friends around like, oh, let me come and save your life. I'm not Jesus Christ. You put yourself in a situation, you're going to save yourself out of the situation. No, I'll not leave my children. Shame on you, fake friends. Shame on you, people who pretend to be friends to people, and you put your friends in situations which they cannot come out from. Shanquella could not come out alive to talk what exactly happened. It's only between her and her God now. While her friends are out here, packed their bags and left her dead, telling stories. You people are very shameless. How can you come and lie to a mother, to a father, to the family of this girl who has lost her life? Yet you plan to kill her. People, watch out for friends. Watch out for friends. Friends lift us and friends bury us. So watch out very well as you're choosing who you want to be in your life as your friend. Take as much time as possible. Listen, God made it like we could never choose family. We never choose family. We don't choose who our family is, but we choose friends. Yeah, like I said, we don't ever choose family for a reason. God made it that way for a reason. We don't choose our backgrounds. We don't choose where we come from, who gives birth to us, who is our sibling or not. But we were given the power to choose who are our friends. You have the power to choose who your friend is. You have the power to say yes or no to that friendship, to block, delete, and mute or whatever. Do everything you want to protect yourself, your sanity, and your morality. You know, most of your friends are silently hating on you. Most of your friends are silently a lucky jealousy of you, of the little things you do, of the little things you have. And these are the people who open up to the most. These are the people, they can be family, they can be cousins, but they're most certainly very close to us. And they're the people who open up most to, who hate us silently. Shanquella lost her life because of her friend.